So I just got off the phone with my friend last night, and he was a junior software engineer, and he was just laid off from his job. Now, I found out about this because he posted a message on LinkedIn that he's looking for work, basically. So, of course, I saw this post, reached out to him via, DM on LinkedIn, and, just asked, hey, what's going on? I see that you just posted that you're looking for work. And he's like, yeah, I was laid off. I'm like, that's terrible. It's almost Christmas, and the guy's out of work, right? And this is a very common issue right now in 2024 because a lot of companies, this is kind of off topic, but from Big Lots, Rite Aid, Walgreens, Macy's, JCPenney, Party City, so many companies are closing down their stores, laying off their employees. This is a very common thing. And again, it's almost Christmas and this is happening. It's very sad. People probably made plans, bought a bunch of gifts, and just doing all these things where they're spending money to have a good time. And they just lost their job. I mean, what a way to start the new year, man. I mean, hopefully he finds something, but it'll be a miracle, man, because everyone's out of office. I mean, everything's closing early this week. It's almost Christmas and New Year's. Like, people are not in office like that. People checked out. People are now trying to celebrate, have a good time, not thinking about work. So, very, very sad situation. But again, this is a very common thing. I mean, at my current job, I work in IT, and my job is offboarding, meaning my job is to deactivate accounts when a employee is terminated, right? My job and my team's job in IT support, we are supposed to deactivate any and every account that user has access to. So from their Microsoft Teams, their Outlook, everything is just terminated. Their payroll accounts, everything is gone. And my job is to do that. Why even talk about this? Well, basically, at my job, we laid off more than half of our software engineers. We laid off, not all of them. We only have 3 left. Literally, we have 3 people left. We have a senior engineer, a principal engineer, and a software developer. That's it. And these guys do everything. They build everything for this company. We have hundreds and hundreds of employees, and they manage everything. They take care of our website. Basically, they build things for us as well. I mean, they're very talented, amazing engineers. But we only need 3. We only need 3. I'm sure there's tools and programs that they're using to help them work quickly and not have to focus on small projects or just small repetitive things while they focus on a lot more challenging projects or issues. But the point is, I'm not in the office with them, so I'm not in meetings with them to know exactly what they're doing. But if we only need 3, that to me shows that they're using something else to take the workload off them, so they can focus on, again, challenging, harder issues for them to solve. Most of our software engineers were remote junior engineers, right? We laid everyone off. We don't need that many people on the floor. I think most companies are realizing that, and I think that's what happened to my friend's job. He was also a junior software engineer. Actually, we went to school together in terms of a coding boot camp. He finished it, I didn't, but he was able to land a job again as a engineer, and now that job's gone. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know what to say to him. I just called him last night and we spoke, and the guy's just really upset. I mean, how could he not be? Tough, man. It's tough. And why bring this up? Why bring up this information? Well, even though all this is going on in terms of the layoffs, especially in the tech field, so many layoffs have been happening left and right. Mainly software engineers. I rarely hear someone in IT being laid off. I'm sure it happens, obviously, but I hear way more people who are engineers are the ones suffering from these layoffs the most when it comes to the tech space. I don't hear project managers being laid off. I don't hear CTOs being laid off. I don't hear, someone that works, someone, a cybersecurity person, system admin. I don't hear these job titles being, I guess I can say, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just not seeing people in other fields in terms of tech being laid off as much as engineers are the ones being, terminated. And even though this is happening, I still very much know and believe that software engineering is still a great job to obtain. It's still a great idea to become one. And the reason I say that is because I don't ever see, maybe in our lifetime, I do not see the human engineering being replaced by AI, the robot, automation. It's never going to happen. They're the ones building it. That's why it's impossible. They're building these systems and whatnot. So they'll never be out of work. Now, some of them will be out of work in terms of we don't need this many people on the floor coding. That's going to be replaced, and it's already being replaced right now. And I think that's what happened to my friend. He only knows one thing, and not to shame him out or make him look bad or whatnot, but all he knows how to do is code. That's what he's good at. And to me, that's not enough to land a job as a software engineer in 2024. I think there's more you need to do. I think you need to learn more about machine learning, AI. I think you should learn about networking in terms of IT networking. I think you should learn how to, there's more things I think you should dabble into besides just plain coding. Being home all day coding is not enough. I think that's the issue here. What else can you do? I've worked at jobs as a IT support person, right? Or personnel. I've seen engineers, right, at these places are assisting the IT support team, meaning they're taking phone calls, they're troubleshooting, they're doing other things besides coding. I'm seeing this take place literally. Now you may say that's terrible. They didn't sign up for this job. They should only be doing one thing, which is coding, and that's what they were hired to do. Well, I'm gonna be with you, man. A lot of employers want more out of you besides just one thing. That's what I do. I was hired as a IT support personnel at my current job as a tier 1, tier 2, right? I'm also assisting our network engineer with that person's task, meaning I'm tagging along with that person to see what they're doing to troubleshoot an issue. So here's a scenario. Someone had a slow internet speed, right? Someone's they had no access to the internet. So we go to the person's office and we check to see if they're connected, and they're not. They're not on the Wi-Fi. They're not on the Ethernet, according to the icon on their screen, their monitor. So there's no there's no internet access at all. We check the cable, the Ethernet cable, to make sure it wasn't faulty. Make sure everything was connected. Fine. We even swapped the cable for a new one. Still no access to the internet. Now we're checking the actual network port, right? The network engineer had a tool called a toner, a network toner, where this thing is a 2-piece device. One piece gets hooked up to the Ethernet port, right? And he cuts on the device, it's blinking a red light, right? So while that thing's blinking, we take the other half of the tool and we go to the server room. And now he's locating where to find that port on the server. Hope I'm making sense to you, right? So now he's able to locate the server because there's a signal coming through coming through one of the ports on the server. Because of the light that's flashing, it's sending a signal to that port in the server room for us to find it. Once we find that signal, then we can start patching it to other ports on servers that are functional. I hope I made sense. I'm doing all this with this person. It was amazing. It's not even my job. I'm not even paid to do this, but they want me to learn more. What else can you do? I wasn't paid to do this. I'm not a network engineer, and I'm actually excited of learning more about this job title because of what I've experienced or what I've been exposed to. I love it. I love every bit of it. So now I know how to locate a signal on a server in the server room with the tools that we need to find that signal. I know exactly how to do that. And it's freaking dope because I'm seeing all these different patches. I never knew what they were for. Now I know what's a patch panel. I know exactly what is a server, why this is patching to that, why this is patching to this. I see why they all have numbers so they can find that port outside the floor at work. Amazing. My whole point is I think it's time to learn more and do more of this besides just one thing. Just being an IT support person, taking phone calls, reset passwords, and connect someone's VPN. It's not enough. It's just not enough. What else can you do? Even though you're not being paid for it, you become such by you knowing more. You're basically an asset to the company because you know more. They have no problem paying you more money. They have no problem promoting you because you know a lot and you're helping them and you're making their lives easier because you're learning. Please learn more. If you're watching this, if you're looking to become a software engineer in 2025, learn more. And what does that mean? Do more besides just coding. Do more than just learning how to use JavaScript, Python, HTML, JSON. There needs to be more. And to me, that more is machine learning, AI, and automation. Also, if possible, learn a little bit about networking, which is IT. Learn a little bit more about what a system admin does. It doesn't hurt you. It just doesn't, because at some point they may need your assistant in that department. Because I've seen people, again, as software engineers, they're taking phone calls, they're troubleshooting, to fix the end user's issue. And that's not their job, but they need your assistance because we just need the help right now. So we need you. Hope I make sense. I pray to God I do, because again, I still believe working as a software engineer is still a great paying job, a great opportunity. But the truth is, it's going to be a lot more harder because there's just a lot more competition. Your competition are very talented and super experienced people who probably work that thing. Okay, they know a lot more than you. That's your competition. What's also your competition are people from other countries. That's your competition too. Everyone's trying to find that. Everyone wants that one job that you're trying to find, that you want to obtain. So you have a lot of work to do. Not saying you can't do it. Of course you can, but just realize it's going to be much more harder to become a software engineer, but it's still possible. Excuse me. Hope this made sense. I didn't even introduce myself. Excuse me. My name is Ario D Juice from Juicy Tech YouTube channel. Join this channel by subscribing, hit the bell notification, comments, like, and share. Special shout out to our sponsors for this video, this episode, CourseCareers.com. I took their course, their IT course. I finished it. They did help me land a job or multiple jobs in IT. They help you build your resume, help you build your LinkedIn. They help you teach how to network or the importance of networking. They teach how to speak proper to basically sell yourself in the interview. They're teaching you what to say, how to say. Excuse me. All this is being done for a very small price. I think it's great because it's just a one-stop shop. Instead of you looking for information online, you're going here, you're going there. Everything is in that course, ready for you. Just package and you're done. Just start learning as much as you can. It works. I encourage you to check it out. Course Careers. I do receive commission for if you decide to purchase the link or the course from me. You don't have to, but for your convenience, I'll leave the link of everything I just mentioned down below where my fingers are pointing. Down there, and the box below is where you can find more information about coursecreators.com. Much love to you. Peace out. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Thank you so very much for watching. I'm out of here.